Very professional, folks. Just keep listening. Let me swing by.
I want to do a song. I haven't done this in a while. We've got, I know, at least 3 generations of family in here right now. Just y'all's family, right? At least. I was real close to both of my grandmothers who had gone on, and they were quilters, and so I had a quilt that each one of my grandmothers made, and I have one that my great grandmother made, and it was my little palette when I was in kindergarten, and it's a little miniature blanket or a quilt, and I didn't have anything to give my grandmother for Mother's Day one year, and I was a poor, starving songwriter, musician, and so I wrote her I didn't know I was writing a song. I was just writing her a little tale and a little story, and I wrote it on my stationery, which is a yellow legal pad, and gave it to her, and she loved it, of course, and she hung it on the wall, and ended up singing this at her funeral. My mom asked me to sing this at the funeral. I thought that was pretty odd, and I was like, "Oh, don't ask me to do that." And then I realized how good it was going to be for my mom and for myself and for everybody. And I just want to do this for y'all's family, because there you are, right there, and right there, right there. You know. And this is called Grandmother's Quilt. Well, in a cedar chest at the foot of my bed, there's a patchwork quilt where they lay my head. When I was born and they brought me home, wrapped in where her love was sewn, and dreaming I slept while my soul was kept safe where the bottle spilled on grandmother's quilt. Like grandmother's quilt, our lives are built. Those rags are rich for the love in each stitch. There's a part of her there in every piece. Our lives are built like grandmother's quilt, old enough to make a choice. Sometimes young love takes its own course. Well, hand in hand we did find a love as strong as the ties that bind, and our hearts were bound as we laid down here where we knew no guilt on my grandmother's quilt. Like grandmother's quilt, our lives are built. Those rags are rich for the love in each stitch. There's a part of her there in every piece. Our lives are built grandmother's quilt. Now when my time on earth is done, and those threads are bare and they come undone, I'll never forget the warmth they gave from the cradle to the grave. So lay me to rest in my Sunday best, and let the flowers wilt on grandmother's quilt. Like grandmother's quilt, our lives are built. Those rags are rich for the love in each stitch. There's a part of her there in every piece. Our lives are built like grandmother's quilt. Well, our lives are built like grandmother's quilt. joke or jam, we'll do another one.
Tell a joke real quick.
I don't know any jokes.
Take some
I
out.
always mess them up. This is professional show business, folks.
I have one. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting cow.
The interrupting.
How about ruthless? Are you going to do
Here it comes.
I'm gonna do Ruthless.